So, do you want to start with sports or music?
Let's do sports because my half a bar is sports. So let's break it up.
Okay. Do you want to start with women's or men's basketball?
Let's start with men's basketball because I know the women's basketball conversation has to be a little deeper and introspective.
No, probably not.
Okay. All right.
But all right, we'll start. That's with the clip as well.
Proof method to winning the NBA Finals, and it somehow involves getting Washington Wizards on your team. Let me take you all the way back to the 2017 Warriors. Is that Sean Livingston?
Yeah,
and before Sean Livingston was winning championships, he was on the Wizards. Also on that team and on the 2018 team, JaVale McGee. What did JaVale McGee do before he was winning championships? Okay, 2019 now. Toronto Raptors win it all. Is that Jody Meeks? Between his time with the Lakers and winning championships, what was Jody Meeks getting up to? 2020, the Lakers win it all in the bubble. JaVale McGee's on that team too, but so is Dwight Howard and Markieff Morris. Milwaukee won it all in 2021. Maybe they broke this trend. Well, no, because Bobby Portis played half a season for the Wizards. In 2022, the Warriors bounced back to win it. They had Otto Porter, Chris Chiozza, and Gary Payton II. 2023, Jokic led Denver to a title, but not without the help of Ish Smith, Thomas Bryant, Jeff Green, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And now in 2024, this trend will continue. The starting bigs for both finals teams, the Celtics and the Mavs, was the Wizards' front court just a season ago. So if you want a team to win a championship, snatch a role player from the Wizards. There's a...
Sometimes these kids are annoying, but sometimes they be spot the fuck on. And to be clear, that trend goes back further than his brain could.
Oh, yeah, it goes back way further. And then, but here's let's really...
No, we're not going on a Wizards diatribe. We're not doing it. It's
why
not? Because it's not their time.
So why did you bring it up then?
It is playoff basketball because Wizards are in this championship game, and we're going to talk about the game.
Okay.
All right. So we are at 2-0 Boston currently.
And Jason Tatum not it.
I wasn't expecting the Tatum hate so early, but let me go through a few bullet points that I noticed today.
Okay.
The Celtics, after the first win, right, I was like, okay, they got one, right? The second one was a tighter game that they managed well.
Yeah.
Which made me more concerned. The ability for Tatum to go off one night, Jaylen Brown to go off the next night, Drew Holiday to go off the next, that's different.
But the thing is...
And Porzingis is now back in the picture.
Yeah, so game 2 was a collective team effort because nobody really went off. For real. Everybody just played their role.
Let me pull these stats up because I think you bugging.
Nah. I think Jalen only had 20 or like 22 or 23, somewhere around there. Tatum only had 18. Porzingis had like 15. It was like as Shaq would always say on Inside the NBA, the others stepped up. It was a whole team effort.
Let me go on.
So yeah, it was, but Boston, what it really looks like from the outside looking in, I have no basketball sideline experience as a head coach. The closest I got is my sister coming home and telling me she didn't use enough timeouts. That's it.
Okay.
But from the outside looking in, it's looking like Joe Mazzulla is out coaching Jason Kidd. Because...
So wait. All right.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at the wrong team. Go ahead.
So it looks like Joe Mazzulla is out coaching Jason Kidd. But you also got to remember, they're on the home floor. And the series, and as the old adage always goes, series doesn't start till the home team loses the first game. Till a home team loses a game.
Fair. Let's discuss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drew Holiday had 26 points and 11 boards. He had a double-double.
Okay.
That's not his typical play.
Correct.
Jalen had 21 points, 7 assists, 4 boards. Tatum
that's along the lines of what he does.
Yeah. Tatum had 18, 12 assists, 9 boards.
Mm-hmm.
Porzingis was, 12 and 4. We ain't gonna talk.
It's only your second game back.
Right. I'm not shitting on that.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the coin is Luka at 32. 11 assists, 11 rebounds, triple-double. He also had 8 assists, though. 8 turnovers, which is the turning point for me, right? A lot of the post-game conversation I've been seeing has been around him missing 4 free throws down the stretch.
Fair.
I get that, right?
But he's also shoots free throws at around 70% throughout the year. So that's not his strong suit.
Right. My beef is that's not my problem with his stat line.
It's 8 turnovers.
8 turnovers on 11 assists ain't it.
Yeah, that's not a good ratio.
I was always taught as a guard, you need to be 3 to 4 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to turn the ball over, we need 3 to 4 assists where you created points.
Correct.
All right?
Because at worst, if you get an assist, that's 2 to 1. So, yeah.
Right, because just because you turned it over doesn't mean they got a bucket. But it could, because turnovers generally lead to buckets.
Correct.
So if we
fast break points.
Right. So if we convert it, then yeah, like I want you to be on the plus side of this. So 2 to 3, 3 to 4, depending on the coach. Right. So 8 to 11 is crazy.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
At all. Mind you, he's leading the team in assists because Kyrie had 16 points and 6 assists, 2 boards. But whenever Kyrie is playing Boston, length tends to be a problem for him. Pause. Boston's front court is tall, long motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. Even coming off the bench.
And then they got Boston is already known as a racially charged city. They have a little more racial angst against this nigga because he, in their eyes, essentially quit on the team. And so they play the racism card a little bit more.
So they're a little ruder?
Oh, absolutely. They during warm-ups, they had his stats on the Jumbotron while he was warming up. Like they treat that man so bad.
Are you pro or con?
I am neutral, right? Because as a city and an organization, you're going to do whatever you think within the rules, and even you might break the rules, right?
Yeah.
And what they're doing is not foul play, but it's like they're digging, because like all they did was just put his stats up from the game 1 where he was slumming, just a reminder, like, hey, you did this, you gonna be better. But those fans, I know it's a lot of hard yards being dropped.
How do you feel about this, right? So I've heard a lot of people say that Boston is deeper than Dallas.
Like bench-wise?
Yeah. Right? Mind you this fact, right? Last game, Dallas played 10 players.
Mm-hmm.
Boston played 8 players.
Okay.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. And I would say 2
players in the playoff game, a championship series game is a lot.
Yeah.
Al Horford played 28 minutes.
But Al Horford is essentially their 6th man.
I understand that. Al Horford is 76.
Yeah, that's an old ass thing. He got a yarmulke in the back of his head.
And he gets Social Security.
Yeah. And him and his dad looked the exact same.
And a disability check somehow. I seen it.
And
it's crazy.
Him and his father looked the exact same age. But so I will say, so you're saying that people are saying Boston has a deeper bench than Dallas.
Yeah, but Dallas is playing more players.
Well, so it's intriguing, right? Because they ask
Boston is playing 8 niggas.
Well, because I will say this as but
every person in that 8 scored.
Yeah. And then some with Dallas, Gaffer gets in foul trouble a lot. And so one, they have a 3 big rotation, right? Mm-hmm. Because they know one of the three between Lively, who was a rookie, so the lights may get a little too bright for him sometimes. Kleber is coming back off an injury, and then Gafford. Kleber and Kleber, that's the fucking elf. Whatever this guy.
Kleber.
Yeah, Kleber and Gafford, they stay in foul trouble. So they have to go 3 bigs off the jump. And then they don't even, Dallas doesn't play Tim Hardaway Jr. no more.
They don't. Said did not play coach's decision.
Yeah. He don't get, that nigga's making like 40, 60 mil. No burn.
A season?
No, not a season.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think he signed a 3-year deal.
For 60 mil?
Yeah. Getting no burn.
That's fine. Get me out of here.
For him, yeah.
And my 60.
Yeah. So it's like,
pack me up. It's fine.
they only go deeper in their bench because they get in foul trouble.
Got it.
That's really what it is.
I mean, I hear you. I just think that that whole trope about like Luka free throw percentage being the problem ain't the problem.
It's Kyrie. Kyrie's the problem.
Kyrie is not showing up, but I understand why he's not showing up, but that doesn't make it okay.
Correct.
I understand his disadvantage as a shorter guard, right?
Yeah. But
he's also him.
Yeah, and
Figure it
you're literally the best ball handler the NBA has ever seen.
Yeah, you got to get mixy on these niggas.
And do you know who is an assistant coach for the Dallas Mavericks?
Who?
Sham God.
So we got Sham God and J Kidd?
Yes. With Kyrie, come on, bro. There's no excuse.
Nah.
You have literally the greatest. This thing has a move named after himself.
Mm-hmm.
And you're Kyrie with the best handles. That clip of him tearing apart the U.S. Olympic team, and he looked like he was all over the place, but he still held that shit together, is one of the greatest exhibitions of ball handling ever.
But how long ago was that?
10 years. But he's still cooking niggas this season. Have you seen?
In reason. I think he may have lost a step. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're 22 instead of 32, you're going to be
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that step means a lot when you're that much undersized.
Yeah, because he's only 6'1", right?
Kyrie's not big.
Yeah.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think losing a half a step or a whole step is a lot when you didn't have the step to give.